Welcome to Nick's Tips, short videos to help you on your Tai Chi journey. Today's video is all about positioning of the feet. A common error I see in class with students is on stepping out sideways, so the feet are shoulders width apart. They either step too far forwards or too far back. So for example here, as I step out, my foot is too far forwards. Or potentially some people step and go too far back. This takes practice, and sometimes you even need to look down and look at your left foot so you understand at the beginning stages where you're positioning and stepping out. So sometimes it's a good idea just to check, and then you can center. With time and practice, the side step will become natural and easy. So we need to imagine that there's a straight line passing through the center line of our body from side to side, and that straight line is exactly parallel to our shoulders and to our hips, going out to the sides. So when we step out onto that line. And then the next issue to look at is on stepping out. Many students, without realizing it, turn their toes out too far. So if I turn my toes out in this direction and try and center, I can feel a twist in my left knee, which we need to avoid. The positioning of our body, the muscles, the bones, the legs should all feel natural. So we correct this by just turning the toes in slightly. In the preparing posture, the toes and the feet should be angled out very slightly, maybe up to about 10 degrees. So if we take a line from the center line of the body going directly forwards at 90 degrees to our sideways line, then the toes could be angled out, let's say about 10 degrees. So the next issue is when we're stepping out with deeper postures. So for example, stepping out in lazy about tying coat. Common error that I see, and again students don't quite realize that they've made the mistake, is that the toes are far too angled out. The correct angle for the foot should be anything up to 45 degrees. So we have our center line and the foot should be opened out to about 45 degrees. And then afterwards, then we can shift, turn, relax, and sink down comfortably. So if the angle of the foot is incorrect, then it can put an excess stress or strain on the knee particularly, and within the hips. We have the same in the opposite direction. So for example, single whip on stepping out. Another common error on stepping out here is to turn the left toes far too far out to the left, and again this should be about 45 degrees. Then as we shift and turn, shift and turn, the hips, the knees, the whole structure can feel nice and relaxed. Positioning the feet. Short video is complete.